Alright, so we're going to start off by priming our face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Keep rubbing. So I did do my eyebrows off camera. I will do a separate YouTube tutorial on those. So next, I'm going to take my 35N Morph palette and we're going to create our look. I do prime my eyelids with this concealer, Cash Shernas. Take a flat brush as such, and I use that, take my concealer and start priming and putting it on my eyelids. Listen, there is no shame using your fingers applying your makeup. Hey Laura, I use this translucent powder to set my concealer that I placed on my eyelids. I just use a fluffy brush to get the translucent powder and just start packing it on my eyelids. After prepping my eyelids, I'm going in with my Morph 35N makeup palette. So next I go in with a fluffy brush and I'm going to be using that brown shade to use as a transition color. The key to having bomb eyeshadow is to blend, ladies and gentlemen. The blending does not stop, ladies and gentlemen. I blend until my arms freaking fall off. So next I'll be going in with this e.l.f. dense, kind of fluffy brush. Be taking that brush and using that black eyeshadow and going out on my outer corners of my eyes to give a smoky look. And like I stated before, the key to getting a great eyeshadow is to blend, ladies and gentlemen. Blend. Especially when it comes to a smoky look, you definitely want to make sure that you're blending very well. So I'm going back in with that flat brush and the concealer and creating a hump, I would like to say, on my lid. So during this this time, I do take my time just so my hump can be even and that it can be very detailed and not just sloppy. So I do go back in with my black eyeshadow just to make sure that my black is still there and that I didn't cover it with my concealer. So next I'm going in with this light brown color and placing that actually on my lid. So this color is pretty similar to the color of the concealer, and that's what I really liked about that color, and that's why I chose it. So with the light brown eyeshadow, I am packing it, so I'm pressing it on my skin. I'm not sweeping it across my eyelid. I'm just going back in with the black eyeshadow to make sure that my smoky eye is still smoky. So what I'm going to do next is take this very fluffy brush, as you can see, very fluffy, and taking my transition shade, which was that brown, and just going back in on my brow bone with that color. So off camera, I did do my other eye, so just so you guys know. So next I'll be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color Mocha. So using a flat brush, I am just patting on the foundation and I'll be blending until my arm falls off yet again. So I'm going in with this concealer called Bye Bye Under Eye, and fun fact, I did get this concealer in one of my Etsy packages. So I promise you guys, I am not flicking you off. I'm just blending out my concealer with my finger. So I'm taking my beauty blender and blending it out even more so it won't look as harsh and it will look more natural. I do like to put the concealer on my upper lip and blend that out as well. So again, I'm just going over with my beauty blender, just blending it out. So next I do take my NARS concealer in Cafe and just draw a line to do my contour. I do need to take a trip back to Sephora because I am running low on my concealer. So like I do any other time, I blend out the concealer with my fingers, and then I do go over with my beauty blender. So I'm just going back in with that translucent powder and I'm placing it under my under eye to set in that concealer. The thing that I do during the baking process is I pat on the translucent powder instead of sweeping it on my face. So next I'll be taking this fluffy angle brush and taking my Black Radiance pressed powder in the color Black Coffee and doing my contour. So on the other side of that brush, it is a fluffy brush that I'm just going to sweep away that excess powder. I'm just going back in with the Black Coffee and putting it on my temples and under my chin. So I did go back in with my concealer and placed it right dab in the middle of my forehead. So I did blend out the concealer that was in the middle of my forehead, and I'm just going over it with my foundation brush. So I'm getting my translucent powder, placing that on my nose, as well as placing it on my forehead where I had my concealer. So going all over around, I'm just taking my handy dandy beauty blender and going around my face to clear out any harsh lines or anything like that. Now it's time to go in with my highlight. It's time to shine, shine, shine. And I'm going in with my Laura Mercier highlight, and I just love, love, love this highlight. A1 Day 1, legit. So I'm just taking the brush and I am placing the highlight on the upper part of my cheekbones and also on my temples as well. So I'm just placing the highlight on the bridge of my nose, also taking an eyeshadow brush, a fluffy one, and placing it on pretty much my brow bone right under my eyebrow. Next, I'm taking my NYX lip pencil in dark brown and placing that around my lips. So next I'm going in with my Maybelline Vivid Hot Liqueur lip gloss in the color Unreal and just placing that on my lips. So this is the finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment on any makeup tutorials you would like to see me do. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe and click the bell so you will be alerted on when I do post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys.